In this video, we're going to talk about how you can shift your frequency from lack to abundance and what it truly means to actually feel abundant, be abundant, and move in an abundant way so that you can actually begin to attract the financial stability, the financial freedom, the financial independence that you've been craving, that you've been looking for, that you've been desiring for so long. And the truth is, a lot of us have a bad relationship with money. A lot of us have a relationship with money that stems from our upbringing, that stems from our family, that stems from our parents more often than not. And it's not until we dissect why we have that relationship of money and become aware of our relationship with money that that relationship actually changes. But besides all of that, why do we come from a place of lack, and how do we detect whether we are coming from a place of lack to begin with? Most of us, when we think about money, when we think about finances, we think of it as something that we have to hold on to, something that we cannot let go of, and something that we need to save because we don't know when that emergency may come. We don't know if we'll ever get this type of money again. We just don't know. And that in and of itself is a scarcity mindset. That in and of itself showcases to the universe, to the world, to yourself, to your subconscious that this particular thing is something that we can't organically attract, something that is not flowing to us in an abundant way. And most of the time, we begin to associate that scarcity mindset to a whole host of different areas in our lives outside of money, outside of our finances. It can be opportunities, it can be relationships, it can be networks, it can be jobs, whatever the case may be. That same type of lack and scarcity mindset translates to every area of our life without us even realizing it. If you come from a place of lack when it comes to money, you can expect to always feel like you don't have enough money. If you always are in a position where you're second guessing and you're feeling like you will never get another opportunity to reach new levels of financial freedom or financial growth or whatever dollar amount that you have, then that in and of itself will become your reality. Shifting from lack to abundance is pretty simple. What you need to do is really adopt the mindset that there is more than enough. There's more than enough money. There's more than enough opportunities. There's more than enough people out there for you. There's more than enough jobs. There's more than enough people to help you grow your business. There's more than enough customers. There's more than enough orders that will help your business thrive. That is the type of mindset that you should adopt that will begin to eliminate and break down your lack mindset that continues to plague you each and every day with how you maneuver, with how you spend, with how you go about perceiving your current reality. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not advocating for you to go out and spend every dollar because I'm abundant and it's coming back to me. No, this is not what I'm advocating for. I'm advocating for you to shift your internal frequency, your internal energy, your mindset, one that caters to having more than enough, one that caters to being content, one that caters to you understanding that you are in a position to continue to attract anything that you want in abundance. There are no amounts of money, amounts of opportunity, amounts of people, networks, orders, products, whatever the case may be, that is out of your reach. When we come from a place of lack, we come from a place of not having enough. We come from a place of not being content. We come from a place of fear because we don't believe that this object, in this case money, flows easily into our life. When you are able to shift your mindset to an abundant mindset, your frequency to an abundant frequency, and understanding that you have more than enough, that money flows freely and easily into your life, when opportunities flow easily and freely into your life, then you walk around with that frequency, and then you're aligned with those opportunities. Then you're aligned with more money flowing into your life. Then you're aligned with all of the things that you actually want to happen in your life. But when you operate from a frequency of lack, when you operate from a frequency that doesn't truly align with being abundant, with being content, with having more than enough, that's when you continue to feel like you don't have enough. That's when you continue to feel a shortage of money, of opportunities, of jobs, of people. That's when that continues to be your operating system, your belief system. I read this great thing earlier this week in a book called Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. And I want to read a line in this because I think it's so important, and it fully encapsulates what I'm saying here, but it's even more profound because it's simple and very easy to digest. And it's, you see, you do not have to actually be abundant in order to attract abundance, but you do have to feel abundant. A clearer way of saying it is that any feeling of lack of abundance causes a resistance that does not allow abundance. It's not about being abundant half of the time. It's about feeling abundant. It's about embracing and adopting abundance. It's about your aura, your frequency being that of abundance. When you walk around feeling lack, when you walk around feeling scarcity, when you walk around feeling not content, then that is exactly what is reflected back at you in your reality. And that is what you align with each and every day. You can shift your subconscious, you can shift your frequency to that of abundant by feeling abundant, by feeling like you have more than enough, by feeling like money flows into your life easily and copiously, by feeling like opportunities continue to come your way. Why can't you adopt that feeling today? Why can't you adopt an abundant feeling today so that you can better align with the amount of money that you want to receive, the amount of opportunities that you want to come your way, the network and the friendships and relationships that you want to align with? Why can't you embrace that feeling? There's another line that I want to read from Ask and It Is Given, and here's the book right here. It is by Ester and Jerry Hicks, but it's the teachings of Abraham Hicks. And it's a simple, but again, another great sentence that really encapsulates what I'm saying here. Many people, however, without realizing it, are focused upon the lack of money rather than the presence of money in their experience. We're so caught up on what we don't have. We're so caught up on the lack, the absence, that exactly what we want to have evades us because we're so locked into the lack of it, instead of embracing the presence of it, the abundant nature of it, the contentment of it, the having more than enough, the feeling of abundance. We're so distracted by the absence of it. Today, what I want you to do is recognize the lack and scarcity tendencies that you have. What is it? Does it revolve around money? Does it revolve around opportunities, friendships, jobs? What is it? Why do you feel lack in those areas? Why can't you organically and naturally spend money without some sort of resistance? Why can't you feel abundant when you are spending money, when you are making a purchase? Because you think that money is not coming back to you. You want to hold on to it so tight. You don't want to let it go. But the truth of the matter is, you have the ability to attract anything into your existence. You just need to align with the emotions, the person, the being, the mindset that aligns with everything that you actually want to attract into your existence, into your life, into your reality. You have the opportunity today to shift your frequency from lack to abundance by feeling abundant, by understanding that you do have more than enough, by embracing the feeling of opportunities do come into my life. Money does flow into my life easily. You have that opportunity today, right now. Decide to change and shift your frequency from lack to abundance, and watch how the world seems and feels more abundant.